Breitenbush Hot Springs has been a healing retreat and conference center for 45 years.
Breitenbush, I experienced it for the first time at the end of July with my teacher, Sarah Joy, and her yoga teacher training. And Breitenbush came at a time in my life where I wasn't all the way connected with nature. The cycles of regrowth is like my reintegration from being incarcerated for 14 years.
We've spent the last 2 years coming back from COVID and fire closure. It was a disaster by conventional definition of things. And you know what? It's like the forest all around us. There's restoration, and it feels like the natural way of things.
Please donate today to help foster the rebuilding, reconnecting, reintegrating of Breitenbush. I thank you.
So here we are, in 2022, and we're open again, and we're inviting guests, and they're coming, and people are coming and enjoying the nature of the springs, the nature of just being in wilderness and breathing the fresh air and seeing these changes not as disaster, but as reality.
And I'm feeling that what Breitenbush culminates in my life. Free air, freedom, free movement, free expression. And not only that, also it's providing a space for quietness. It's welcoming. And right now at the BIPOC retreat, it's holding space for that. Yoga came into my life at a time that I was dealing with a lot of trauma that I was experiencing and my children were experiencing while I was incarcerated. It was such a therapeutic lifestyle choice for myself when it came to me. And then I looked in my community and I didn't see a lot of representation of what I am. And I know my community was hurting. And so I said, why not me? Why not be the embodiment of the yoga practices? I'm the embodiment of my own practice, and I let young people that look like me see it in action. Being the change that we want to see in the world, we have to be in the world being that change.
We are supporting teachers and students from various cultures and subcultures, however you want to characterize it. We've got some young people who are coming here who maybe have been through a hell realm, in terms of personal past histories, but they're finding a new way to be in the world, developing careers in the teaching modalities, things like yoga, meditation, hands-on healing.
Yoga has transformed me in ways that I couldn't imagine. It came at a time that I was trying to decolonize some of the thoughts and principles that were in my mind through cultural conditioning, school systems, all type of systems that make us victims. And if teaching at Breitenbush is in the future, the stars that I can see so clearly in these night skies here at Breitenbush, they'll line up for that.
Our rebuilding vision includes returning to a full schedule of workshops, retreats, conferences, and events. We now have a greater emphasis to invite more teachers from BIPOC communities, meaning Black, Indigenous, and people of color. Donate today to help us rebuild the guest cabins we lost in the fires of 2020, so we can bring back our retreats in 2023.